Today we are going to show you how you can edit this project. You can find too many tutorials on our channel, that all of them helping you to learn After Effects and of course editing your projects. It's time to edit this project. It's a zip file. You can download it and extract it. Okay, let's do unzip this file. Okay, let's go to see what is on this folder. We have a two folder on here. The first folder is the project file, that is After Effects project file, and that's that folder. And in the second folder, you can find the fonts links, the links that I used in the preview, and a small help documentation about the project and the technical document, and of course, small step-by-step tutorial that helping you to create your template more faster. We always use 100% free fonts links on our font.txt folder file. So you can download the fonts freely and install it on your system and use it on your After Effects project. I'm going to open the After Effects application. You can find your After Effects version from About on this menu. And the number is on here. This is the project panel, and if you could not find it on here, you can hold the Control key and hit the 0 button, and you can find it on here. Open the project file. If you want to create more video, you can import it on here and use it as much as you like. As you see, we have two folders on project panel. And you don't need to select this one. You have to, all of the works that you have with this project folder. You can see on here two folders, the final render compositions, and the second one is editing folder. That is everything about editing colors, text, and images on here. Okay, now I'm going to edit this project. In the edit folder, you can find the things that for editing. I will start customizing from images. When you open the image folder, you can see the composition, and you need to import your footage like picture and video on image compositions. I will open the first composition. Okay, now I'm importing footage from here and select the footage that I want, and it will appear on here with the details that you can see on here. Let's take a look to the timeline. This is the timeline, and as you can see, there's a time slider that helping you to see the time of your footage, and you can import your footage on here as a layer. And of course, the timeline have a name. For example, this is compositions. This is image 1 compositions timeline. Our colors composition, final render composition, and this is the render quit something else. Now I'm gonna to import this footage on my timeline. You can drag it and drop it on here, and as you can see, it will appear on here as a layer. Let's take a look to our layer that we created on here. And as you can see, the footage that we created on here, and we can change the size from here, and of course, you can rotate it from here. You can find any property for changing by hitting this button on here, and you can see everything for transforming like scale, position, rotation, and of course opacity on here. And this is all thing that you need to editing the image. Let's take a look to the text and how you can edit them. You can see the text compositions on here. You can select the text compositions and change them from here. Always try to type the text and fit the text to your composition size. For example, if your text is smaller than the original text, you can change the size by scaling it, or you can find the things like tracking on the character window on here and fit the text to the composition of text. Now I'm gonna to edit the colors of this project. You can find the colors in the color folder. Open this composition, select the color controller, and open the effects controls on here. You can see the colors on here, and you can change and customize this project by the color that you want. Please don't forget to subscribe our channel if you're looking for new royalty-free video templates. After customizing your project, you have to render your file, and it is on final render folder. As you can see, the folders are on here, and you can open the final render and see the preview by hitting the space button. Okay. Also, you can import the music on your video from this section. You can drag it on here, and of course you can find the link of the original music that we used it on the preview on the links .text on our help folder. Now I'm gonna to save this from here. If you want to don't have any problem with missing your file when you moving your file to other location, you have to collect this project. You can find the collect from file, dependency, and collect files. It will collect all the files and assets that use it on this project. Now we are going to add this composition to render queue for rendering. You have to select the composition that you want to add to the render queue and going to the composition menu and add it to render queue. As you can see, it will appear on here. On this section, you have to set the name of the video that you want, and of course you can set the setting of output modules. I will open it. As you can see on here, you can select the format of export, for example, QuickTime movie, Photoshop, PNG pictures, or JPG sequence pictures. You can set it on here, and of course setting on here. After it, you have to set it on audio output on to turning on the sound of your video and hit the OK button. And after it, hit the render button and wait for rendering your videos. If you want to create MP4 videos, there is not a setting for create the MP4 files on After Effects. So how you can create the MP4 file? You have to use other Adobe applications that name it Adobe Media Encoder. So how can I do it? You have to turn it on from here and select this button on here. As you can see, it will add on Adobe Media Encoder, and you can select too many codecs and formats from this section and hit the green button from here for rendering your videos. And during the rendering, you can come back to After Effects and do your works, and it will not stop working. So Adobe Media Encoder will rendering your works, and you can continue your work on After Effects. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and hope this tutorial helps you to create your videos. It will be great if you follow us on our channel. Thank you and goodbye.